Hey everyone, my name is Tim, and today I'm going to be telling you why you should never use a debit card or cash when you make purchases. So go ahead, take those, and throw them in the trash.
Kobe.
Great, now that you've gotten rid of that trash, let me tell you what you should be using. A credit card. I know, people always told me the same thing growing up. Stay away from credit cards. Credit cards get you into debt. Credit cards get you into trouble. Credit cards are bad. All these negative things about credit cards. But in reality, they are a great tool if used correctly. So let's get right into it. The first reason why you should use a credit card over a debit card is just for your overall safety. Debit cards are directly linked to your bank account, which means you're spending that actual money that's in your account. Whereas a credit card is separate from your checking account. You're spending the bank's money for a month until you pay it off, of course. So say, for instance, someone hacks into your bank account when you swipe that card one day. They're going to take your real money away from you. And it's going to take the bank 2 to 3 weeks to get that back to you. This happened to me once when I went to Portland. I was there and they took like $60 from my account. I had to cancel my card and had no way to pay. Whereas a credit card, you just call the company and say, hey, that wasn't me, that was a fraud. And they just take that charge off. That's it. You don't have to worry about it anymore. So it's just overall safer for you, and it just is less of a headache. The second reason why you should never use a debit card is because you're missing out on free rewards. Credit cards often give cash back or points, which can then be used for things such as travel. For example, I use points all the time to book flights. I've been to Las Vegas twice for free. I've been to Miami for free. I flew to New York for free. All this because I use credit card points. I actually first got into credit cards back when I was about 18 and I met this lawyer. He was telling me about how he brought his family to Cambodia for $60 for a week. I said, no way. How? He told me he had the Chase Sapphire Preferred and he runs all his daily expenses through it, treats it like a debit card, and then just pays it off in full every month and just gets the points. And over time, those points added up and he was able to use them to bring his family on a nice vacation. And you can do that too. I've done it. Everyone can do it. All you have to do is, like he did, just put all your expenses just like a debit card. And this is how credit cards should be used, just like a debit card. Just pretend you're spending your own money and don't ever spend what you wouldn't spend if you were using your actual money. If you do that, you'll be safe and you'll be earning all these points that you can then redeem for travel, or you can redeem it for things on Amazon. It doesn't matter. It's really up to you. But it's free money that you're just throwing away if you use a debit card every day. The third reason I like using credit cards is because of things like purchase protection, return protection, and extended warranties. Purchase protection usually will cover you between 90 and 100 days if something you bought using that card was lost or stolen. So for example, I bought these shoes yesterday. If someone came in my room right now with the glizzy and was like, hey boy, I need them shoes, I'd have to give up my shoes. But then all I would do is call American Express and say, hey, someone just stole my shoes, and they would reimburse me for the money I spent on them. Whereas if I used a debit card, I'd be out the shoes and the money. Same thing if for return protection. If I wanted to go return these in about 90 days, they're going to say it's a 30-day return policy. Well, I will call up American Express or whoever my credit card provider is and say, I don't want these shoes anymore. I never wore them. Can you get this returned for me? And typically you'll either send it to American Express or your credit card company, or they would do something where they can get it returned at the store and you get your money back. Debit cards do not have that option. If you want to return something and it's past the policy, then you're just out of luck. And lastly, for extended warranty, say, for example, I broke this phone and I bought the whole thing on my credit card. This will add usually a year or two to the warranty that's usually given with the product. So I have another extra year or two of security knowing that if I break this phone, it's still under warranty. So things like that are just pluses that anyone can benefit from. The last reason I like to use a credit card is because it boosts my credit score. Using it every month and paying it off in full helps out so much in building that score, because I believe 30% of your FICO score is made up of your payment history. So if you're using that card every month and paying it off in full every month, it'll show that you're doing that. Those are my reasons why I like to use a credit card. There's also many small credits and perks and things I get from using a credit card, but we can get into that in a different video. If you're bad with money, if you're financially irresponsible, you lack discipline, or you already have credit card debt, I would say stay away from credit cards. They're really good for you, but if you know that you're going to get into trouble with it, just stay away. If you pay a dime in interest, it cancels out all the rewards and benefits you get from using that credit card. If you use your credit card every month, pay it off in full, only using it for what you have or what you need. If you're going to use a debit card for that purchase anyways, by all means, use a credit card, earn those points, go travel to Jamaica for free. Do what you got to do. If you have any questions about anything related to credit or this topic, just leave a comment down below and I'll try to get back to you. Thank you guys for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe. And if we get 100 subscribers by April, I'll do a giveaway. So peace, y'all.